Hey Scorpio, welcome to your May reading. Hope all is well. So what we have for you in May. Alright, Scorpio May. Wow. Solid start though. I mean, you feel I'm getting confident within yourself. There is a lot of work that you have done prior to getting to this point. In matters of really everything. Emotional, financial, etc. There is a path moving forward. You have a plan moving forward, and you're really protecting that one, but also you're not letting anybody affect your current foundation. Again, emotional, financial, etc. You're very protective of your energy right now and of your time. Now, there has been a sense of connection on an emotional level anyways, and I think that you want things to move forward, but whenever, for some reason, I think that you're in essence blocking that too, though. Right now you are really defensive for some reason, and I think there is connections that are trying to get to you. I don't think that people know how to approach you, to be honest. Maybe you're blinded by it. I think there are other things that you're focusing on. But it's more so, it's really hard to break into you. It's a level of work that others look at it and say, wow, that's going to be a hard task. Now, there's a reason why you are so overly protective of yourself. And we need to find out what that is. Because when you give a lot. You don't set boundaries when it comes to that. And over time, the more you did it, the more you realize that maybe that's not the right approach to take whenever you are engaged with somebody. Doesn't have to be a person. Could be a business or whatever, but nonetheless, you tend to give a lot. And that is oftentimes the problem, because then you're invested super heavily upon something, and if you don't get the return, you feel like you have not given, or wow, I don't even know why I said that, but let's go with that. You feel like you haven't given enough. But it's not even that. It's the polar opposite. You have given way too much. And so right now what you're doing is you're protective of your energy, very much so. when you give too much, it's hard for people to match that. But at the same time, if you're overly protective, it's very hard for people to break in. So there's no middle ground. There is no middle ground. Because you're afraid. You're afraid you understand what the consequences are regarding that. And so you tend to, and right now at this point, you're just trying to be receptive more so than anything. The doors are open, right? It's not that you're not giving, it's just that you're waiting. The doors are open, however, but it's one of those things where if we are trying to be receptive, we can't be intimidating, especially when it comes to love. Whenever you walk into an interview, especially if you go to the place of employment, let's just say it's a big building, right? Elevators, etc. It is intimidating. The walk is intimidating. Even something as simple as, reception is intimidating. And that's what's happening here when people try to get into your life, get into your heart. That's the walk to the interview. And I don't think you do it intentionally, but it's not the easiest task. Not everybody can get that interview to begin with. And so they tend to, kind of be protective of themselves too, but also afraid. And I don't think you want people to do that. But what you really want is for somebody courageous enough to be able to do the walk, because you want to see how bad they want it. Which is a fair point. But there's always a middle ground. But frankly, ironically enough, you're probably right. There are people there is definitely somebody who is willing to take the walk, is definitely thinking about just doing it. They are very careful about how they speak with you and what they say. They definitely want to make positive or take positive steps towards getting to that interview. But it's very careful and very slow. Right now they got their stuff together. They feel good within themselves enough to a point where they're able to take those steps. Not something that they want to do, to be honest. They would prefer not to, but they're willing to. And that willingness, I believe that's what you're looking for. Because when at this point, when you what you're thinking is, when they reach the goal, they reap the rewards. And the rewards are bountiful. That's how you're thinking anyways. But you're no longer willing to take steps. You're willing to be receptive. And I think, honestly, it's kind of working. There is a reason why the walk needs to be difficult. Because not everybody's fit to be in that position. So what must we do? What's an advice? Make sure that when they get to you, the interview is not easy. It's about the checklist. The making the walk is not enough. It's about really making sure that what wants you, you want also. Which means, is it the right fit? Basically, an interview. Do they have the proper skills? Do they have the capabilities of, whenever adversity comes, can they figure it out? Can they work for the best interest of the company, i.e. you? So still have the interview. The fact that they showed up for it doesn't necessarily mean they get the job. Because at the end of the day, if you are trying to have a relationship with somebody, they need to be the right fit. And you're going to be the one to decide that. And if they can make it, then you can hire. All right? All right, Scorpio, that's what I have. If it resonated, like, share, subscribe. Good luck, guys.